This will be a very short class, so stick with me. Now I'm speaking about entrepreneur and ChatGPT for entrepreneurs. First of all, I would love to make you understand the basic of entrepreneur. That's entrepreneur basic. As you all know, entrepreneur has to do with identifying a problem, providing solution, monetizing the solution, upscaling that solution, and taking calculated risks. I'll go through that again. Now, entrepreneur basic, the basic definition, the basic meaning of entrepreneur has to be the ability to identify a problem, the ability to provide solution to that problem, the ability to monetize that solution and upscale that solution, then take calculated risks. So if you're a young person or wherever field you are, and your mind always run through this basically the first thing your mind always run through is the ability to look around you and identify problem. Wherever you're living, probably in your school, in your environment, you have that ability to identify a problem. Now, take note, this problem identification cannot just be local. In the era of AI now, you can be global with your own problem identification. So let's go. Now, as an entrepreneur, you must be able to identify a problem. Before you start anything, you must be able to identify if that thing is a basic problem that everyone has. So you have to take note, it can be local or global. Then secondly, providing solution. Now, since the initial problem was identifying the problem, now you can now provide solution to that problem. Okay, what is the solution to this problem I have been able to identify? I'm speaking under the average mind of an entrepreneurship mindset. What is the problem? What is the solution to the problem I have identified, either locally or globally? Now, if you can identify the solution, what next can you do as an entrepreneur is to monetize that solution. There are different ways you can choose to monetize your solution. It's personal. You can meet me one-on-one and we can talk about the various ways you can monetize your solution. This problem I have been able to identify. How well can I monetize it? How can I benefit from that solution? Because a basic aspect of business is seeing a problem and providing a solution to match up with it. Then we go to upscaling that solution, that business. Now you've been able to monetize that solution. Monetizing the solution makes it a business already for you. It has become a business because it has been monetized. Now, how can I upscale this business? How can I upscale this business? Am I going street by street as a local person trying to develop businesses in my area or in my environment? Or am I going globally, going inter-country to upscale this business? Now, as an entrepreneur, you must understand that there are risks. That's where we come about taking calculated risks. I'll run through this part again before we go into the AI section of it. I said entrepreneurship basic is the ability to identify a problem, provide solution to that problem, monetize that solution, upscale. Now the solution has become a business. Upscale that business and taking calculated risks. That is the basics of any entrepreneurs. So let's move to entrepreneurship, AI in entrepreneur, and we'll be using ChatGPT. Basically, this is an LLM, large language model text used for conversation and using for text. Now, using ChatGPT or using any form of AI chatbot you want to use, you can now discuss your problem with ChatGPT or any chatbot you want to use. I have my AI steady. I have it on ground, and I want ChatGPT. How can I, or what problem do so and so community face? Help me to identify at least 5 of those problems. Now, understand that ChatGPT is going to go into a current search mode and help you to search for problems. If you already identify a problem, you can discuss that problem with ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT, how can I convert this problem to a business conversation? Now, ChatGPT can help you draw plans, can help you draw strategy. It can help you make business charts. It can teach you. Now, you don't need to go through all this process of looking for someone to teach you how to plan, how to draw a strategies, how to take those steps. ChatGPT is going to help you have that business conversation. That is what business conversation have to do. You can also add pitch to pitch ideas. Now, it can teach you how to monetize without capital, which is the basic problem of all entrepreneurs. How can I have this big idea of mine without involving capital? Now, as an entrepreneur, you have to understand that all business can be done without capital from you directly. Number one way we can get capital can be sorting from friends, family, or business, or let me say loan. Basically, I would be honest with you. I would not advise anybody to look for capital from friends. I will not advise anybody to look for capital for business, from family. I will never advise anyone to take loan. I will advise you to sort for capital from people who have that resources to do that business without involving themselves. There are millions of people out there that is actually ready to invest without involving to that business. And that's where you have to come about sorting for those people. You have to sort for those people. And then when you start the business, you have to think about upscaling with ChatGPT. Remember agent mode. Remember agent mode in ChatGPT. It can help you search for competitors. It can also help you to market value, customer relationship. It can help you upscale that business, giving you the way customer react to that business or relate to that business, the way your competitors are in that business, and help you to minimize the risks of facing more competitors, and also help you to understand the market value and placements. Now, the benefits of ChatGPT for entrepreneurs. If you're an entrepreneur and you have started business, you would understand the starting point is usually the most hardest point. Now, ChatGPT AI can help you save time. It can provide 24/7 ideas for you. You don't need to start pondering about, I'm being stuck at this place. What can I do next? If you have that conversation with ChatGPT, there will always be ideas. Now, reduce startup risks. The most important thing every entrepreneur is scared about, the startup risks. The moment you can manage your risks of failure, you can manage your risks of losing your money. It's a big benefit of ChatGPT. It's a big benefit of ChatGPT. They help without technical skills. Every one of us cannot have all the skills we need as an entrepreneur. ChatGPT can help you in that aspect to build your skill over time while trying at the same time to build your business at your own pace. So I would run through this one more time and I'll call it a day. But don't forget to follow Jaff the King on all platforms. Now, I open up with entrepreneur and ChatGPT for entrepreneurs. Now, entrepreneur basic. Entrepreneur basic has to do with identifying a problem, either locally or globally, providing solution to that problem, then monetizing that solution. When you monetize that solution, it becomes a business. Now, upscaling that business, then taking calculated risks. This is the entire basic of entrepreneur. Then you come down, you say AI in entrepreneur using ChatGPT. Now, ChatGPT can collaborate with you to identify problem in some certain area. And if you have problems already that you've been able to identify, you can actually discuss that with ChatGPT on how to start and have that business conversation. Now, ChatGPT that you've had that business conversation with will give you the plan, strategy, business, and the pitch, the business chart, and the pitch you need. You don't need much. You don't need to start looking for a mentor like every one of us is trying to do a business alone. ChatGPT can be your guide all through. Then we move to monetizing without capital. How can I monetize? Use ChatGPT that ask the question, how can I monetize my business without involving my own capital? I said you can sort for capital. You can sort from friends, sort from family, or get a loan. I personally said I will not advise you to take any of these three, family, friends, or loan. I would advise you to sort for people who are willing to do that business with you, but have the resources and not the time. Then upscaling with ChatGPT. Now you can upscale your business with ChatGPT. Basically through agent mode, you can check for your competitors, customer relating with the business, the market value. And then you can, that's it about the AI part of the entrepreneurship. And then we'll move to the benefits for ChatGPT for entrepreneur. I said it saves time. It provides 24/7 ideas, reduce startup risks, and help people without technical skill. And don't forget to follow Jav the King on all platforms.